Hi, Bashar.
And you good day.
I have a question.
All right, speak up, speak up.
Okay. I am very interested in the phenomenon of contact, and I would like to...
Yes, well, isn't that why we're talking here?
Yeah. But I mean, the step further to have communication.
You're having communication right now with an extraterrestrial being. What more do you want?
That's right. I mean, face to face.
That will happen eventually, when you're really ready. Because you're not ready yet, trust me.
Right. So that's why I'm not experiencing that, because I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
Right.
And it's not ready for many people on your planet. When it will start to happen will be the timing that will benefit everyone the most. As the energy exists on your planet now, the highest degree of probability for the window of the beginning of face-to-face contact between your world and other worlds will be between 2025 and 2033. That's the highest probability window of when it will begin.
Right.
But there's no rush. We've done this many times with many different civilizations. We know what we're doing. We know that this dispensation of information is the first step in the idea of moving toward contact, depending upon how the information we deliver is received and applied. Because we use the way in which you handle the information we already deliver to determine whether or not you're actually ready for more information.
I understand.
All right.
Last night I had a dream.
Yes.
And a ship that was very beautiful. It was round like a ball
Right.
of silver, and around it were spinning several rings.
Yes.
Like Saturn, but there were different.
Yes.
Yes. I wonder if they came as an answer of the people that I want to have more contact with.
Yes.
And do you know who they are?
I do.
Who are they?
I'm not telling you. But I will tell you this. As we have said to many of you before, almost all of you have already actually had face-to-face contact. You just don't remember it. Because you are made to forget by agreement, because the rate at which you remember you've had contact, whether in a waking state or in dreams or what have you, the rate at which you remember you've already had contact is used as a barometer to determine when you're actually ready for more.
Yes.
So,
I had a thought then. Would it be possible for us to have a real photograph of you?
eventually,
Okay, that's also when we're ready.
you already have real photographs of our ships. Eventually, you will have real photographs of us.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I have one more question.
Yes.
I have been experiencing things since I was very young that
Yes.
has, I think, prepared me for a certain kind of work. Which,
Yes, of course.
with children and people who are.
Are you doing that work?
No, I'm
Why not?
Because I don't really know where to start.
Oh, come. Where's your imagination?
Okay. I was just wondering if you can, since it's
Are you acting on your highest excitement every moment that you can to the best of your ability with no assumption of the outcome?
Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm training.
You're training for what?
Yeah, what?
Training for what? You do understand that the best way to learn is by doing, yes?
Yes.
Experience comes from actually doing. So why not let your imagination guide you and start doing what excites you in whatever way you can? Even if it's not the way you ultimately wind up doing it, doesn't matter. You will never do it the way you will ultimately do it if you don't start doing some version of it now.
Yeah, that's right.
So I know, that's why I said it. So do the version you are capable of imagining that you can do. Take action on whatever you can that is at least the best representation of the idea you are capable of mustering up in your physical reality.
Yeah.
And one thing will lead to another.
That's great. I can do that.
I know you can. So do it. Or not. It's
All
up
right.
to you.
Thank you very much.
Does this help you?
It does help. I have one more question.
Yes.
I have been drawn to the U.S. Since I was 10 years old.
All right.
And I lived here twice.
Yes.
But for some reason, I'm hesitating to move here. But I feel...
Where are you drawn to be? Remember, again, please, the thing that excites you the most isn't necessarily the thing that needs to come to fruition. Sometimes the thing that excites you because it just needs to get you to move in a direction. And then something else may excite you once you're moving. So that's why you need to drop all the insistence and assumption about something coming to fruition, because you don't actually know that the thing at a given moment that excites you is actually the thing that actually needs to come to pass. It may just be the thing that gets you off your butt.
Right.
So that you can run into the thing that is actually going to come to fruition.
So if I move in a direction where I feel okay...
Take action to the best of your ability in the direction of what's exciting you, you will wind up where you need to wind up.
Yeah.
Yes?
That makes a lot of sense.
I know.
I heard you say it 30 times, but still
That's
it's like...
all right.
You again.
Obviously, sometimes, even though you may have heard something 30 times, when you finally get it, that means you actually finally heard it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not just noise.
Right.
Yes? Because you've made it your own. That's why you get it. You finally understand how to make the concept your own and allow it to be true for you. Remember that the things you know to be true, you just do. If I ask you to walk, you just walk. You don't say, I wonder if I can walk over there. I think I believe I can walk over there. I don't know, I'm not sure. You don't go through that. You just walk. Action and knowing are synonymous. The things you know are true are in your behavior. You just do them. That's the degree that you need to know the concepts that are being discussed. They just need to be in your behavior. They need to be your first nature, not second nature. Make sense?
Yeah, that's great.
And then you will get the reflection of that knowledge, of that knowingness.
So
because it will be who you actually are. And you will be demonstrating who you are in your behavior, and then creation can reflect that absolute knowingness and certainty back to you. Any hesitation, any self-doubt, that's what gets reflected back. Hesitation and doubt. And remember, of course, doubt is not a lack of trust. Doubt is a 100% trust in a definition you don't prefer. So why not trust in what you do prefer instead of what you don't? It's the same mechanism. It's going to work for you either way. Why not allow it to work for you in the positive side rather than the negative side? By trusting in what you prefer instead of trusting in what you don't prefer. Yes?
Yes, that's good.
Does this make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Does this help?
Yes, it does.
Why, thank you.
Thank you. Can I ask one more thing?
Nope.
Oh. Thank you so much.
Well,
Hello,
are you
Bashar.
waiting for an engraved invitation?
I guess I was breathing along with
Oh,
you.
all right.
As part of my mission or my contract,
Yes.
I work to connect with souls who've passed over.
How exciting.
It is.
Yes.
Sometimes I hear, sometimes I get an impression, sometimes there's no sound. I just see like a little bit of a movie strip
Yes. It will come in many ways, whatever works best at that moment.
or automatic writing.
Yes.
I have a family now that I'm working with.
All right.
In Los Angeles, there are 30
In the city of Angel.
Right. There are 34 to 3,500 people who go missing every year.
Yes.
And there are only 4 detectives who work to try and find them.
Sounds like a big job.
It is. And so the family I'm working with, I believe now, feels perhaps their sister, mother, daughter, whatever,
Yes.
if she's found, of course, will not be alive.
All right, if you say so.
But she's missing, her car is missing, her phone was turned off.
Yes.
And they need to have closure so that the whole family can move on.
Then you will give them closure, yes?
I have as far as I can, but until they find her body, I don't know that they will have closure.
All right. Well, she can help them with that if they're open to communicating with her in the dream state. Are they?
I believe they are.
All right. Well, then why not ask the person?
I have. She's shown me pictures of just...
Why not have them ask?
Okay.
Because that's the next stage.
Okay.
They can seek help through you and people like you who are capable of doing that, but the next stage is to allow them to know they can have contact directly. And that's the next stage that needs to occur here.
I feel that's empowering.
It is. And they will then know that the relationship still continues, just in a different way.
Okay, thank you for that.
You are welcome.
I have another question.
Yes.
You mentioned earlier about sleeping and dreaming.
Yes.
Does listening to meditations or recordings while you're sleeping have any effect? And
It's a permission slip like anything else.
If it does, is it healthy to disturb your sleep by doing this, or does it
It's
even...
a permission slip like anything else. If you are attracted to that permission slip, then you will know in your imagination in what way to organize it and arrange it so that it will be beneficial in the way that you prefer it to be.
Makes
But if you
perfect
have
sense.
definitions within you that it will be disturbing, then guess what? It will be disturbing. You're the one in charge. You get to decide what it will do for you as a permission slip. Because remember, you're the one giving yourself permission. Yes? You're just using this idea as a reflection to make it seem easier to do so. Funny, isn't it?
It is.
It is. It's
Okay.
a huge cosmic joke. You have used your self-empowerment to make it seem as if you're powerless. You're using 100% of your brain to make it seem as if you're only using 10%. It's quite funny. You're going to find out how funny when you talk to that member of our society that doesn't have an incarnation in your society.
Thank you.
Does this help you?
It does.
Then pleasant dreams to you.
Thank you.
This is fine. Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
How have you been?
Perfect, and
I
you?
haven't had a conversation with you in a while.
All right, if you say so.
Yes. Two quick questions.
Yes. Time's up.
Consideration of people standing
Not quick enough.
in consideration of those still online. In the early 80s,
Yes.
Workshop 2, around that time, you said, well, a very upset woman asked if we were going to annihilate ourselves nuclearly. And
Yes, and we said no.
You said that our government had been given a demonstration that we
Yes.
would not be able to.
There have been many demonstrations of that nature.
Well, this particular one, up to 30 years secrecy was lifted in 1997. I showed two colonels at Minuteman
Yes.
sites had the same experience. UFOs over the front gates, panicking, calling into the colonels, and both had 20 Minutemen missiles go off ready, which
Yes.
is not possible.
Well, it is possible, obviously.
Well, was that one of your demonstrations, which would have made it 67, March of about 67?
All those demonstrations over missile sites have either scrambled the codes or electromagnetically shut off the codes or tampered with the firing mechanisms in a variety of ways to demonstrate that nuclear annihilation would not be allowed because it affects more than just your world.
Right. Fantastic.
Now, if you want to have an isolated nuclear incident, you can have that. We can't stop you there because it's part and parcel of
Yeah.
your learning curve.
We've done that, yeah.
But the idea of total global thermonuclear war, you have on a collective consciousness level already decided that you're not going to do that anyway.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, last question is, you'll know this from Daryl's consciousness.
Yes.
I am trying to get a new TV show off the ground. My name's Scott.
That sounds exciting for you.
Okay, and the excitement is there.
Yes.
But I have a concern, and I wanted to ask you this personally.
A concern?
Yes, about the outcome, of course.
I can't give you that.
I know, but I want to ask you, is the timing about right?
I can't tell you that.
You can't tell me that.
No,
Okay,
it's your timing.
well, my concern is
All
that,
right, I'll give it to you this way.
Yeah.
The timing was perfect until you asked if the timing was right.
Perfect.
And then it wasn't.
Well, let me tell you, my concern is that if, like you, Daryl, and you were to do a spot on this show, it would bring worldwide attention to you both.
That is
And
none
that
of
is
your
It's
concern.
none of my concern.
No.
Thank you.
You can put out whatever invitation you want. If the synchronicity is representative of the best of all concerned, then what needs to happen will happen. But we can't predict that yet because there are things in motion. And we cannot give you definitives that will lock you into a certain path that hasn't been decided by you yet. You cannot rely on the idea of needing certain things in order to know that whatever your vision is will be successful in its own terms, whatever that looks like. You're putting the cart before the horse.
Right. Okay, well, one last quick one, what
Yes.
my friend Hans was asking. I've always thought of the universe, the one verse, as being all that is. But you said there can be multi-universes.
It's a multiverse, but that can also, from one level, be seen as one thing, too.
Is that multidimensional you're talking about, or
It is.
places?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Just to let you know that my sons
Speak up so that all may hear you.
yeah, my sons who are in Spain are also very excited that I'm here
All right.
today. I want to ask you a question about what generates the Earth's magnetic field and why do the poles drift and eventually flip?
The molten core. The spinning of the Earth around the molten core, around the solid core, generates an electromagnetic field. But there are fluctuations in the field. There are cycles and perturbations of resonance within the field that have natural cycles of moving around.
So what's the time span of the natural cycle?
It depends on certain things, give or take. You will find that it can be several 100,000 years.
And what is the duration of the actual flipping of the poles once they start drifting?
It's not an absolute. It can vary depending upon many other factors. It has been from time to time as quick as 24 hours. Sometimes it has taken what you would call months, even years.
And when that does happen in a time span of 24 hours, what happens to the Earth itself? I mean,
It depends upon what exists upon the Earth at that time. Because there can be certain effects that will happen to what you would call plant life, animal life, human life, so on and so forth. Depending upon the level of your technology, that may also be affected. It depends.
So what causes those effects?
The idea of interference patterns within the shifting electromagnetic field can cause shifts within the electromagnetic fields of living organisms and also electronic equipment.
Okay, thank you.
Does that help you? Mm-hmm. Are you afraid?
No,
All right. Why not?
just curious.
No, all right.
One more question.
Yes.
Yeah. I just need some clarification on reincarnation
Yes.
from the our Earth linear time perspective.
Yes. It appears to be that you have reincarnation from the linear perspective. It's real as an experience from the linear perspective, but as a description of the mechanism, it's not accurate because everything exists all at once. So the structure, all lives, all experiences exist right now. But you can see them, you can view them, you can experience them as if they happened one after another.
So if they do happen one after another as we see
They
them...
don't happen one after another. You can make it seem as if they do, but they don't actually. That's just an experience of the structure from a certain perspective. The structure is that everything exists now. Therefore, what you're experiencing is in your present life, you are making energetic and informational connections to other lives that exist right now, but you interpret those connections as a memory because you're looking at those connections from a linear space-time perspective. But that's an illusion. But it's real as an experience, but it's not real as a description of the mechanism. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's similar to the idea of your film strip. Yeah. When you view a movie, you can shine the projector light through the different frames to create the illusion of time and change and movement and things happening one after another on the movie screen. But the projectionist knows that all the frames exist on the film strip at the same time and can look at several of them at once by holding the film strip up. And can even, if the projectionist wishes, shine the light through those frames in a completely different order that has nothing at all to do with before and now and after.
But what happens to the lives that have not yet been lived?
You're not getting it. They all exist now. They just don't seem to because you haven't gotten to that part in the movie yet from your linear perspective. But they exist right now. Just like the film strip exists, even though you might not have watched the movie yet. Just like when you're watching your television and you're watching one program, you know at the same time you're watching that program, there are dozens and dozens of other programs playing at the same time, all at once. You just don't see them because you haven't changed to that channel yet. Same thing. They all exist at once. To put it more clearly, perhaps, you never actually become those people. They exist as their own people. You're not them, they're not you. And you never will be. And they'll never be you. You are you. They are they. But you can make connections to all the beings that exist. And you make those connections from a linear time frame in such a way as to make it seem as if somebody existed long ago, somebody has yet to exist. That's just an illusionary perspective. They all exist now. Does that help?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Can you work with that?
It will take me time.
No, if you say so. Because you're coming from a linear perspective.
Yeah.
So yes, of course, it will take you time. Mm-hmm. But when you understand it from the spirit perspective, you actually see it all at once.
Yeah.
All right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So have fun.
Yeah.
All right, did you enjoy your message from Sirius? There will be more messages to come, more blending to come, and we will begin now through the explorations we shall have in these question and answer interactions.
Hello, Bashar.
And a good day.
This is happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is the equivalent date in your calendar to the idea of the date of my birth in my reality. We thank you very much. 1111 has been expressed in your reality also as a reflective gateway and a vortex through which you can allow yourself to pass more smoothly from one paradigm and one parallel reality to another, and that always is cause for celebration.
Thank you. This is the third time that I've been called this weekend.
Again, we love the number 3.
I thought so. I was wondering what the synchronicity of that is for me and if it has any correlation, of course, to you guys.
It does.
And
in forming a perfect equilateral triangle energy with yourself by allowing this interaction to occur thrice, you give yourself an opportunity to create a very powerful
reflective permission slip symbol using the equilateral triangle, similar to the ways in which we use it. But you will have your own unique experience of this. But if you begin to explore in your imagination how to use the equilateral triangle in different ways, in different colors, in different presentments in your imagination, you will find that you will lock onto something that is similar to what we have described as our euphemistic phone number, if you will. And thus then by using it and coloring it in your own unique way, you will find it can be a very powerful permission slip for you to open the gates to more connection to your higher mind and your own future self.
Thank you. I will call you through my artwork.
Artwork is the key for you. And in this way, as you explore a new paradigm in expressing your artwork in a new way, it will open up new dimensions. Do you understand that artwork is a mirror?
Yes.
All right. The more you carry through when you have the expression of your art, this concept that it is a mirror of all those who look upon it, you will find yourself capable of creating holographic works that will touch many in a variety of ways on a different number of levels. And each person, no matter who they are, that looks upon that work will get something very unique and very different out of it, even if they seem to be completely polarized extractions.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I wanted to know a little bit more about, you talked about the crystals, the crystal artwork on your planet.
Yes.
And that each crystal of a certain civilization has a seed energy that the crystal is created with.
Yes.
And I wanted to know what humanity's seed creation energy is. Or
That has not been completely determined yet because your crystal is not part of that array yet. You are just beginning to become an honorary member of the Alliance, the Interstellar Alliance. And one day you shall have a crystal there.
Oh,
but
I
it has
see.
not been created yet. We are all now in the process of creating that crystal together.
That's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
I like that a lot.
We will also, later on in this transmission, during the holotope experience, express to you a different understanding of crystals from the serious point of view.
Yay! I love crystals. I've been more attracted to them even more so
right.
lately.
Then this holotope experience shall be accelerating and uplifting for you in many ways.
Thank you. I would like to express my vulnerability by giving one of your 3-minute pitches as a jumping forward, as you've said this weekend.
If you wish to do this now, you are certainly welcome to do so, though you do not have to.
Okay. But I can, like, for practice.
If you are willing to express the concept of vulnerability as power, by all means go ahead.
I will do so. Okay.
Start.
Okay. So I recently went on an adventure, by going to London for a month, and it was to stay with my mom and create artwork. That was the initial intention to go, was to create artwork.
That was your call to adventure.
That was my call to adventure.
And by the way, not meaning to interrupt you, you can take less than 3 minutes if you wish with these pitches. We are simply telling you that 3 minutes is the maximum amount of time you have.
Perfect.
But if you are capable of being far more efficient in what your society refers to as an elevator pitch, the time it takes to tell someone a story and the time it takes to go from one floor to another, then by all means be as efficient as you wish to be. So you have answered the call to adventure to do your art in London. That is part 1. What are the challenges?
The challenges that came up had nothing to do necessarily with the art. I remembered my concurrent life as part of the Illuminati, and so a lot of darkness came up for me. And so
How exciting!
It was really exciting.
And
so I got to look at all of it,
All right.
and I went.
And then
I redefined it.
that is the transformation.
Yes.
You took the opportunity to look at all of your definitions and choose definitions that are more in keeping with who you prefer to be and allow them to work for you, yes?
Yes.
All right.
And so in that transformation, I moved more to a collective automatic. And so I moved to seeing myself as my government, and seeing myself as not just an individual, but as a collective, and knowing that I am choosing light. And
Yes.
that's what I would like.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
A lovely story.
Thank you. Do you have any feedback of how I could, I don't know how this works.
Telling of the story is how it works, but there will be more to this format in the time to come in 2013. But for now, we applaud your boldness in being willing to be the first one to pitch.
You're my favorite person to pitch to.
And you, by doing so, have become your own bridge.
Thank you. I think the only other question that I would have would be about my bridging to the hybrid children and being somewhat of an ambassador for them.
We will talk a little bit more about this in your upcoming December 21st and 22nd time frame transmission.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Greetings, Bashar.
And you good day.
A very happy solar return to you.
And thank you.
I come to you with an open heart and thank you and express much gratitude for your offering for us to be honorary members of the Interplanetary or Intergalactic Alliance. And thank you for being a galactic super friend to us.
Do I need a costume?
I like the Hawaiian shirts.
Oh, all right.
I have a deep passion for climbing mountains and resonate to one here in California called Mount Shasta.
Yes.
I'd like to know more.
The crown chakra of the planet.
Yes. I'd like to know more about what that frequency is holding right now and the opportunity to connect to the transmissions or the energetic vibrations that are coming through that portal.
The opportunity that is there at the peak, at the pinnacle, is to understand that there is another mountain of energy above it, upside down. And thus then when you reach the peak, this way in physical reality, you begin to expand in non-physical reality this way.
That's very interesting.
We think so.
Yes. So
it is similar to the idea that your crown chakra in your body is actually expressed as an upside down cone.
Yeah.
Because it connects directly to the idea of the higher mind.
Mm-hmm. On a previous visit there, I very much came into the flow and synchronicity of Saint Germain and the violet flame.
Yes.
Can you expand on that presence in that location?
The violet vibration, obviously, a very high frequency energy. And what we are saying is, by climbing that peak, whether literally or metaphorically, and by experiencing that upside down cone and connecting from the physical peak to the energy point that touches that physical peak and thus expands upward, just as you create the idea of the crown chakra to be an upside down cone that touches the crown of your body and expands upward into the higher mind, so too, by thus then literally or metaphorically arriving at that Shasta peak and beginning to make the connection to the upside down energy cone, you are connecting to the higher mind of the entire planet.
Thank you.
The collective consciousness is expressed in that upside down cone. The higher mind of your entire world is represented by that violet vibration.
Thank you. I've also come in contact with a lot of Archangel Michael energy in that area as well.
Yes. Well, many different kinds of vortices will open in that area to connect you to many different kinds of expressions of the higher mind and levels of consciousness beyond.
Okay, thank you. I've gone through some surgery that I would say would have been a potential crossing point.
All right.
I want to know, did I enter a parallel reality or have one of the experiences that you talked about yesterday where you'd actually die and then enter a new reality and not know it?
It is more that you simply allowed yourself a greater degree of shift rather than the idea in the classic sense of dying.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You had a soul quake. If we can coin this term.
Okay.
So that your vibration, your soul vibration, shifted to a slightly higher degree than it normally would have, allowing you to recrystallize yourself with a slightly different personality that is more representative of a new parallel reality that is somewhat more different than it otherwise normally would have been had you not created that permission slip experience gateway.
I see. Do I have any messages from guides or other luminous beings that had communicated with me while I was in a state of suspension?
Many messages were delivered, and thus then they will, shall we say, leak out of you at the appropriate timings.
Okay, thank you.
Does that help you?
It does, thank you.
Thank you.
And I've also come in contact with another ambassador who has mentioned two different star connections for me, the Yahonian and Arcturian.
Yes.
Is there any message or intention that's coming through from connections in either of those points?
Synchronistically, the Arcturus gate, which is one of the energy vortices through which many individuals are now being born on your planet so they do not forget as much anymore, and why many of the children are what you call indigo children now, is connected also to this particular date right now, 11/11, because it is a gate of reflectivity. So today is also a very strong Arcturian frequency date. In terms of the other one, it is not our job to define that one for you. Others will give you that information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you speak about the eclipse that's going to be taking place on the 13th?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much for
Thank
being here.
you.
Greetings and blessings, Bashar.
And to you good day.
You were talking earlier about turning questions into exclamation marks.
Yes.
Wonders. Wonders? We have been led to believe that we learn by asking questions.
Yes. We understand that. We are not taking that process away from you. What we are simply letting you know is that if you have the capacity to ask a question, the answer must lie within you somewhere. And therefore the process and the journey is in asking the question to lead you into yourself and to your synchronicity to discover that the answer has always been within you, even if you represent it as being discovered outside of yourself. We're just expressing and describing the mechanism to you. We are not in any way, shape, or form taking away the process if that is what you wish to experience.
Aren't all questions are silly and foolish?
Why?
Because we have all the answers within.
But the whole idea is self-discovery. Remember, the reason you chose to forget, the reason you chose to create questions was so that you could have the experience of discovering yourself from a different point of view. So they are not silly in that context. In many cases, it is simply that you are becoming more efficient in that discovery process. This is what we are describing, is a collapsing of the process, an efficiency in the process, whereby you ask the question and more quickly realize that the answer is within you. But it still allows you the opportunity to experience the discovery of another aspect of yourself from a different point of view. So in that context, it is not foolish. It is not silly.
Thank you.
Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Blessed be the confused and silly and foolish.
Yes. For they shall discover themselves anew.
How many of others from Esasani are in on the conversation, our session with us?
It will fluctuate from time to time, but there are times when all 257 million are.
Wow. Bashar.
Yes.
Why are we led to believe that...
You keep saying led. Rather, why do you choose to believe?
That is so. Why do we choose to believe that it is good for us to consume the flesh of other sentient beings for our survival?
It is a way to absorb energy that exists within the concept of the physical experience. There is nothing inherently negative in this. It is simply a reflection of certain ideas And bit by bit, you will lose those ideas. You will change those ideas. You will transform those ideas. But do not in any way, shape, or form diminish what they are and the exchange that they represent by defining them in a negative way. Because that, in a sense, is what causes them to be problematic. If you form a relationship of gratitude with the idea of all that is consumed, you will understand that in many ways you are being consumed as well.
Huh? How so, please?
You see, you ask a question. Not silly or foolish. When you absorb other beings in that way, there is actually an absorption taking place in the other direction. You may think in some ways that you are absorbing them on a one-way street, but by absorbing them into your energy, you are being more and more absorbed into the natural world that they represent.
Amazing.
We think so.
The dream I had about two beings, I witnessed communicating telepathically with each other.
Yes.
And I was the observer of it.
Yes.
Who were they?
Friends.
From where?
Hybrid civilization. That is representative of something in what you would call the future.
And it was amazing, and I can never forget this.
Why should you?
Bashar.
Yes.
How can I serve your society best?
By being yourself as fully as you can. Because by thus then acting on your highest joy and expressing yourself as fully as you can in the way you were created to be as your natural core vibration, you are increasing the opportunity to allow us to interact with you more by meeting us halfway. And by doing so, then you expand our experience of family.
Thank you. You are a family.
Yes, we are.
And I'm a part of you.
And you are, and we are, absorbing each other. You are very tasty.
Blessings to all of you and all of us.
Thank you.
And you as well, our unconditional love.
Thank you.